remove the grill, start by taking these screws out on top. Use a Phillips head screwdriver. There's a little hole on the front side of the grill. You're going to need a long screwdriver. Use a Phillips head. Slide down in there and loosen up those screws. Right here there's a cover. You just need to use a straight blade screwdriver and just pop this cover off, and then you can access another screw down there. And use the same Phillips head screwdriver. Now when you don't necessarily have to take it all the way out, it is slotted. And same with the ones on the side. They are slotted, so you can just loosen those up. So we'll leave those there. These push pins, you want to take those push pins out. Just use a trim tool. Pop these out. Underneath, we're going to take these screws off, use a 10mm socket. Take those off. Then on the side, there's a Phillips head screw. Take these off on both sides. On the side here, there is a screw. Use a Phillips head screwdriver. That screw out. And now we're going to take the screw out of the other side. Now grab the bumper, slide it forward. You want to feel and just make sure there's no wires connected to anything. This is just a reflector, so there's no wire there. Or if there's any fog lights, you want to disconnect those. Do the same on the other side. And slide the cover right off. Now we're going to remove the nuts and bolts. Start with this one right here. Use a 10mm socket. Then the two up top. And then the nut over here. Loosen that up. And grab the light assembly. And it slides right out. And just grab the connector here, pull it straight out. There's a little tab on this connector, push down on the tab. If you have to, you can use a pocket screwdriver. Just push down on the lock. Slide that one out. And there's one more. And just push down on the tab and slide the connector out. Now we're going to transfer over the lights. You can take these little stickers off of here. And right here, just twist to the left, slide it out. You might want to replace the bulb. Use a 194 bulb, just pulls right out. Pop the new one in. Slide it in position. And twist to the right. And do the same with this socket, twist to the left. Slide the bulb out so you can replace that as well. Line that up. Twist it to the right. That's good. Now for the headlight bulb, we're going to have to take this boot off. Just grab the boot, slide it up. There is a handle there. You could grab it by the handle, pull that out. Then push this little retainer down and up. Before we do that, we'll just take this off so we can get ready to put in the new one. And pull the bulb out. Make sure you don't touch the bulb with your fingers. The oils from your hand are going to make it not last as long. And this is an H4 bulb if you want to replace that. And do the same on this. Pull that bracket up. Slide it in place. It only goes one direction. Put that on. And put this rubber grommet on. This is just going to be a dust boot. It's going to seal out the elements, seal up the light, and then make sure you push down next to the bulb so it seals all the way around. Now this piece is broken on the old bulb, but you want to transfer this over. You can get underneath there with a pair of pliers or a screwdriver and just pop this out. It's going to go over to the new one. Just lock it in place. Now before we put the light in, if this bracket was in your way when you were taking it out, you want to loosen this bolt up. Use a 10mm socket. Loosen that up. With that loose, then you can drop this down a little bit. Makes it a little easier to slide the bracket in here. Our bracket was broken, so it didn't really affect us. Connect the connectors, line those up, lock those in place. That's good. To adjust them, you're going to have to use a Phillips head screwdriver and slide it down there, or even on the back side. You can adjust it from there and there. And there's a couple tabs. You want to line those up. And just slide this in place over here. Pull that bracket down, like I said. That's good. And then get all the bolts started. I'll put the bolts in. Get those all lined up. And snug the bolts down. Not too tight. And the nut. Just snug that. Now we can put this bracket back in position. Just slide it up. And you can see where the bolt was. So just tighten that down right there. And you can do the same on the other side. Now install the bumper. Just line it up on the sides. Make sure that goes in place. If you had any wires, you want to connect those. If you had any fog lights, but that's good. Now just make sure that inner fender well goes behind the bumper. So just pop that in place. That's good. Take the screw and just put that in there. Snug that down. Do the same on the other side. And get these bolts started underneath. Tighten those down. And the screws on the side. Snug those down. Now put the push pins in and lock them down. Now slide the grille in place. Make sure those screws are up a little bit so that they can slide where those slots are. That's good. Before we tighten all those down, let's just put all those screws in. Now we'll tighten these down and tighten these down as well. Just snug, not too tight. And just snug them down. Put this cover in place and just lock it in.
This is going to be a general tutorial on how to aim your brand new TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, so looking at your brand new TRQ headlamp assembly, you're going to see where your low beam is, and you'll see a little dot right in the center. And that is the axis point, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that with an erasable marker, just so it's easier to see. Next, what we need to do is measure from the level ground up to this point and take note of that measurement. Now we're just going to pull the car up to our wall. On our vehicle, we remember that the measurement was 28 inches for our access point. Your vehicle may be different, but that's where I'm going to put this tape, just above that 28 inches. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so let's just back the vehicle up, straight back 25 feet from the wall. And now that we moved our vehicle 25 feet back from the wall, we're going to start with our measurement here. That's where the headlamp center is. We're going to go down 4 inches on the driver's side. On the passenger side, we have our line here. What we need to do is go down 2 inches. To adjust the driver's side, we're going to cover our passenger side headlamp. If you look at the back side of your headlamp assembly, you're going to see something that looks like this. This is the adjustment. Some of these headlight assemblies have 1, 2, or even more of them, but you should at least have one. This is how we're going to adjust the headlight beam. Now we're going to lower the top part of the beam down to just below this line. When you turn the adjustment to the right, it brings the beam up, and if you turn it to the left, it'll bring the headlight beam down. And this is this way on most vehicles. Let's continue on to doing the passenger side. All right, we properly aligned our TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, and on the quality TRQ headlamps for a pickup truck, the procedure is going to be the same. You're going to find your center dot, mark it, and then you'll measure from the level ground up to your dot. So once your headlamps are properly adjusted, it'll be time to adjust your fog lamps. You'll notice on the driver's side, the focal point is all the way at the bottom right now. I would like to bring it up so it meets up with approximately the bottom of the focal point of the headlight. Some fog lamps have an adjuster, others don't. The ones that do have an adjuster, you would just turn the adjustment to the left or to the right to adjust the beam up and down to where it needs to be. Now with your TRQ headlamps and fog lamps properly aligned, you can drive down the road safely.